Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Village Parlor Board meeting for February 17th, 2026. I ask
Trustee Betterman?
Here.
Daney?
Here.
Gansey?
Here.
Hopkins?
Here.
Laporte?
Here.
Swansky?
Here.
President Gunstein.
Here. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That will take us to our town hall portion of the meeting. If anybody would like to address the board, please do so by stepping up to the podium and state your name and address and try to keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. Anybody out there?
Sure.
Town hall.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was reading your agenda, and it sounds like you got some really good companies to come and design a Lake Street, which is nice. I just have 3 items that I hope they consider. And one is bike lanes and a bike path all the way from Metra to Irving Park Road. That'll take working with Streamwood. At least worth considering. The other thing is that Lake Street is kind of notorious for killing people. A lot of traffic crashes, a lot of tragedy there. So there's really no stoplight that's between Oak Street and Naperville Road. So the pedal to the metal, cars. So one thought maybe to consider is instead of just having traffic lights, make it a roundabout. The thing about roundabouts is that they slow cars down and kind of pace people through the intersection, so maybe it'll be a while before they start speeding. So just a thought. And the other thing is I'm hoping that they put a nice shoulder on Lake Street, because it'll be a nice way to get over to Tom's when they're open in the summertime. But no rumble strips, please. Or if they do have rumble strips, space them out a little bit so you can get across and through them and that. But anyway, just 3 ideas for Lake Street. Thank you.
Terry, can I just get your address for the record?
Your address.
Oh, I'm sorry. Terry Witt, 471 Southwestern Avenue.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you for your comment.
Terry, before we release you, have you, I'm just curious if you've worked with the Streamwood, the village of Streamwood, with their crossover with the bridge and how we're interconnecting with that?
Well,
You said to
I
Irving
don't
Park,
work-
and that's the first thing I thought of was
Yeah, I
let's
don't
get
work
everybody
for
up there.
Streamwood, but they did ask me to write a letter to IDOT, so I wrote a letter, and
Okay.
they got 3 or 4 grants that were pretty nice, and when Raja came to give out $250,000 of grant money, they asked me to show them how to put a bicycle helmet on, so I put a bicycle helmet on Raja.
All right, great.
That was kind of fun. And then, although I wasn't able to go to the ribbon cutting, they did give me a piece of the ribbon and a
Very cool.
bicycle hat.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
If there's anybody else who'd like to address the board? I don't believe we have anybody online. All right, that'll close the town hall portion of the meeting. We'll take us to our consent agenda. All items listed with asterisk will be considered routine and enacted in one motion. There will be no separate discussion for these items unless a board member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered an appropriate point in the agenda. With that said, is there anything that anybody would like to add or remove from the agenda, from the consent agenda? No? That said, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by trustee Daney, second by trustee Swansky. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Daney?
Yes.
Gansey?
Yes.
Hopkins? Laporte?
Yes.
Swansky?
Yes.
Betterman.
Motion carries. All right, next up is our treasurer's report. Mr. Treasurer?
Thank you, Mayor. Treasurer's report included in the board packet is for the month of December 2025.
Sales tax collected in December was for the month of September and totaled $716,168, which was up $121,392, or 20% from last year. Motor fuel tax allotments for December totaled $166,412, which is up $12,059, or 8% from the prior year. And income taxes received in December were $415,168, which is up $55,174, or 15% from the prior year. Overall, income tax is up $268,821 for the year. That's it for the treasurer's report, unless there's any questions.
Any questions for the treasurer? All right, that'll take us to our president's report. And tonight I have an appointment, commission appointment for the Community and Economic Affairs Commission. This is a 2-year term. With the advice and consent of the village board, I appoint Jeff Peters to serve 2-year term on the Community and Economic Affairs Commission beginning February 17, 2026 and expiring February 17, 2028. Can I get a motion to concur the appointment of Jeff Peters to serve a 2-year term on the Community and Economic Affairs beginning February 17, 2026 and expiring February 17, 2028?
So moved.
Second.
By trustee Daney, second by trustee Laporte. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Gansey?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Laporte?
Yes.
Swansky?
Yes.
Batterman?
Yes.
Daney?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, Jeff, for your willingness to serve the community. I look forward to seeing you on the committee. So,
Thank you.
sure, trustee Gansey will have plenty of work for you to do over there. So, thank you. All right. That'll take us to our questions and answers. Anybody have any questions? What's that?
No question.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I noticed with the runnel, it's a very light blue. I think it would look better, like a little darker, like more natural. Like, is there a way that we can get that darkened to be more of like a natural stream color?
We can take a look and see. We didn't want to go real dark because just I don't know if natural looking at how natural it's going to look, but we can take a look at it, but I'm not sure if we can change without redoing the coating. So.
Okay.
Well, for
The runnel's like a pool blue.
the river.
Oh,
The river. If we do change it, we probably want to change it before we have to fill it and operate it, correct?
yeah.
Look at that.
Can we get a visuals of like what other communities do with their rivers or runnels that they do?
I'm not sure how many other runnels are out there, but yeah, we can take a look and see what's out there.
Yeah?
It'll probably need to be repainted every year or two, right? So maybe we can,
It'll need to be repainted. Hopefully it'll last longer than that because it's quite the epoxy coating.
Thank you.
Then,
Questions or?
yeah, I've got a commissioner I'd like to recognize as a year's service on EDC, which is changing now, but it's Bruce Suffern, so thank you for your service. And believe it or not, Mr. Bannerman, who's sitting on the end, John Bannerman, according to my list, you would have had 1 year in the Planning and Zoning Committee. So, so you moved up in the ranks.
I did. It's been 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Well, this is dated 25, so whatever. So
3 years, 1 year?
I served for 2 years, so, yeah. It's
I don't have anything
3 years
else.
ago. Thank you, Ray. I like to observe yesterday's President's Day. I know we did some really great things with the historic Facebook page, going back to, obviously, we're recognizing all of the presidents, but it's a good opportunity to think about our local leadership. So they went back 50 years and remarked on one of the presidents there. I think his name was Belk at the time. But I'd just like to thank our President Gunstein for his leadership and the motivation and the drive for getting us, our village, to progress you have, so thank you.
Anybody else? All right, I want to thank staff. I want to thank our local stakeholders, Raja Krishnamurthy, and all the parties that played a big part in our $1 million grant we received for the infrastructure and intersection enhancement at Route 25 and West Bartlett Road. That is a huge achievement, and I understand it took a long time to get that process approved. So great job for everybody involved, so thank you guys. So it's a big step for that intersection out there. So, all right, if nobody has anything else, we will go to standing committee reports. We'll just go right down to Finance and Committee, Chairman Laporte.
You caught me off guard. Hang on.
You're like, I need a minute.
Thank you, Mr. President. The item on our agenda this evening is Lauterbach and Amann LLP Auditor Extension. The Village of Bartlett's 3-year contract with our current auditors, Lauterbach and Amann LLP, expired with the completion of the April 30, 2025 audit. At the February 3rd board meeting, staff recommended extending the engagement with our current auditors for another 3 years. After some discussion, Finance Committee Chair Trustee Laporte suggested village staff request a 1-year contract proposal for our current auditors, Lauterbach and Amann LLP, with the intention of doing a formal RFP the following year. Attached is a proposal from our auditing firm, Lauterbach and Amann LLP, to extend their contract 1 additional year, fiscal year ended April 30, 2026, in the amount of $46,050. I motion to move that the village award a 1-year contract extension to Lauterbach and Amann LLP at a total cost of $46,050 for annual financial audit services.
Second that.
If there's any questions or comments, let's discuss those now.
I have a quick question. I know when the auditor was here, I asked about like different kinds of audits. Is there like something the village, like a different performance audit that we'd like to have done since it's their final year, like something a little different that they could offer?
I don't know if they do offer that. We can certainly ask them. Is there like an overall, do you mean like what kind of scope are you looking at? Are you looking at a particular operation or every department? You know, we did something similar with our IT a few years ago where we worked with Northern and the Northern Illinois University and the Center for Governmental Studies, who came and did a review of all our technology uses. But that was several months, and they gave us recommendations for, you know, improving our efficiency with that. So I would just look for some guardrails on what we would be asking them.
Yeah, so with my limited knowledge of all the different kinds of things that they could look at, I just wondering if there was something like with all the operations, or even, I know we talked about like golf course, like we're trying to improve there, like maybe there's an opportunity to like dive deeper and kind of get some benchmarks from them in that
So
respect.
we have a recommendation coming to the board, next board meeting, for the folks that are looking at the golf course, the food and beverage operation. We can look at what maybe some other communities have done for operational audits and, you know, the depth of those and the costs of those and the time frame.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Lauterbach would not be doing this? You're anticipating someone else doing this audit, or Lauterbach doing it?
No, I was saying like for this year, if we kind of, I know we have to do the one for compliance purposes, but could we, if we added on something with it for their final year, because after this we will be changing?
I guess to everyone, to Administrator Schumacher's point, if we already have a consulting group coming in to look at the golf course, is that right?
Right.
So we're paying that group. Do we want to be paying?
I wasn't even just saying for just the golf course. I was just trying to say like overall, if there's like an operational efficiency, just to get some more information that would help the village.
Efficiency or financial? Like, is that?
Well, like financial, I think, efficiency and,
So if I'm hearing you correctly, it's kind of like they're passing the baton off, and you just want to make sure that the final audit that they do is thorough. And I'm at,
yeah, so I know when she was here, she said there was like more in-depth. I think we were like, one time we were throwing out the term, what were we throwing out here?
Did you talked about?
Forensic.
I think those audits are usually done if there's like a reason to.
A problem, right,
Fraud, yeah.
right. But I was thinking more like if there was something like looking over like every contract we have and how the money's being spent and just kind of giving us like some more in-depth, like, you know, here's where we're heavy on spend for this versus benchmarking against other communities.
Just from my experience, I've heard of performance audits being done at the state level. I haven't really heard it
Okay,
done much at the local municipality level.
okay.
But that's just from my knowledge. I don't know. I'd have to read.
Because could we ask them what other
Yeah, I
kind
could
of
look into
audits they would do for our village that they would recommend to be helpful?
Yep.
Matt, I was really happy to see they didn't increase the price. Is there going to be an increase possibly for second and third year based on what they quoted us last board meeting?
There's a chance. So we would go to a full RFP next year. And yeah, there's a chance.
The offer we reviewed last time is probably off the table now, right?
Correct.
the alternative,
For a 3-year contract.
it's going to go out for rebid for 3 years.
Can we make a point to have that rebid process started earlier this year so that we're not kind of feeling pushed like we are this year to
Yeah, that's the plan.
one-year,
Yep.
contract?
I'll start as soon as our audit's over. So that'd be November.
Great, thank you.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, if there's no further questions, that's all I've got.
And a second.
Motion.
Yeah, I seconded it.
Motion by trustee Laporte, second by trustee Dayton. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Hopkins?
No.
Laporte?
Yes.
Swansky?
Yes.
Batterman?
Yes.
Daney?
Yes.
Gansey?
Yes.
Motion carries. All right, takes us to, well, that completes our standing committee reports, takes us to new business. Anybody have any new business or questions or trustees?
I just have a suggestion. I don't know whether it's technically new business or not, but when the flock cameras come up for rebid or negotiation or renewal, I really would like to spend some time on looking at that contract and talk about it. I know there's a lot of issues swirling around flock and their cameras and what they do with the data and everything like that, so I would like to take a look at that. That's it.
All right, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Dayton, seconded by trustee Swansky. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Batterman?
Yes.
Daney?
Yes.
Gansey?
Yes.
Hopkins?
Yes.
Laporte?
Yes.
Swansky?
Yes.